liberation, the sutra path, there is a practice called Sojong that is purifying and restoring, and that is practiced every month to purify and restore any broken vows. And in the secret mantra, in the Vajrayana, when we receive an empowerment, there are also samayas, the commitments. And actually receiving an empowerment becomes such a purifying and restoring ritual, actually. So it purifies any broken or damaged samaya, and then it restores the virtue. So that is the reason why it is actually meaningful to receive many empowerments. Actually, it is explained in a text that explains the benefits of the empowerment. It says that once you have received an empowerment and have understood its meaning, even if you do not engage in practice in this life, then through having understood the meaning of the empowerment, after 7 lifetimes, you will then come to know the meaning of the empowerment. Or in other words, throughout 7 lifetimes, the fruition, the results of having received that empowerment will come to ripen. So the benefits will ripen. So today we will receive the Chakrasamvara empowerment, and the historical background has been translated into English, so we will read that in English, but maybe also since that is live streamed, maybe some Tibetans are also listening from other places. So from what you said, I will then first read it in Tibetan.
야, 우리 또 거기도 또 거기 용수도 가면 루치 기가 나도 이래 서마 양을 붙이고 도지 들어가다 갈 도지 아마 아바야 가라 내리고 doktor nasıl diyorlar dört defa doktor çabuk diyorlar işte memma pasok doğru diyor var mesela diyorlar samurdu parla ama diyorlar bana tutum boçini ya tutuyor ki da Chakrasamvara kırteki şita doğu böyle da mümkün çıkıyor ama ne diyor ama Awan ki mangsin namjar o kumsuna şamar karam çıkıyor ama geçiyor tapanıyor var ki prosesine rahat evet sotoda var bir ama kadınlar bir oldu da vakti topluyor kadınlar bir çok önemli sama topluyor namjar parçanı 람치 자오로 양자시와 그러니까 소하는 아다사바이 내년에 뭔가 예사도 사주가
Then I will read the history. How sad that all sentient beings, equal to the limits of space, are endlessly drowning in samsara, the ocean of suffering. Listen with the intention to establish them all in a state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete enlightenment. In the Gandhabhuya Sutra says, child of noble lineage, Bodhicitta is the seed of all the Buddha's teachings. For example, in order to grow a certain flower or tree, you must plant the right seed. If the seed were not one of the desired flower or fruit, it would be pointless to plant it. Similarly, the arising, sustaining, and increasing of all the qualities of the Mahayana or of a Buddha depend on the seed of Bodhicitta. The omniscient Bodhisattva Garchen Rinpoche said, if your motivation is Bodhicitta, then even sexual union can be a great virtue. A medicinal sprout that cures disease grows from a medicinal root. Since the motivation of Bodhicitta is essential and the very basis of all the boundless sutras, tantras, and commentaries, there is no need to mention that empowerment should not be given if it is lacking. It is not sufficient to merely disclose mandalas and mudras. The empowerment tantra of Vajrapani says, Vajrapani spoke, Manjushri, if a bodhisattva who engages in bodhisattva conduct has trained in and accomplished bodhicitta, wishes to enter the doors of the secret mantra, he should be admitted into the mandala of the knowledge mantra by which the empowerment of great wisdom is bestowed. Those who have not developed bodhicitta should neither be admitted to enter nor permitted to view the mandala. One should not show them the mudras and secret mantras. Therefore, it is crucial to listen with the perfectly pure motivation of bodhicitta at this time. The innermost secret yoga of Chakrasamvara is the ultimate perfection of the four classes of Tantra, belonging to the unsurpassed Tantra of the Heruka family. In the noble land of India, numerous commentaries and traditions have emerged from the gradual transmissions of the great accomplished masters Luipa, Krishnacharya, and Gandhapada. By virtue of the extensive translations of these teachings into Tibetan, many Tibetan masters have attained supreme wisdom. For example, in the practice lineage of Marpa of the Kaipi lineage, many siddhas, such as the supreme siddha Milarepa and the successive masters and disciples, have appeared one after the other like a garland of stars neatly aligned. The power of their blessings is superior to others. Of the two yogas, the perfect mandala and the co-emergent yoga, this ritual belongs to the latter, the co-emergent yoga. It includes three systems deriving from the great masters Vajra, Gandhapada, Varadojam, and Abhayagara. Of these, the four stages of the profound blessing empowerment are accomplished mainly in reliance on the Upadesha system of essential instructions transmitted accomplished master Vajrasattva. The lineage of gurus is as follows. Udun Rinchen gave it to his hard son Rinchen Namgyal, and it was then gradually transmitted through the scholar Chandrakirti, the master Yeshe Gyaltso, the venerable Khenrab Trujim, Lama Rinchen Gyalpo, the Mahasiddha Gema Garwang, the master monk Namgyal, the acharya Sunam Chipel, Shama Garwang Chuk, and the master Dharma Kirti, up until the root guru. And so Rinpoche himself had said that at the time when receiving the Kagyu Ngangzum, the whole body of the Kagyu empowerment, the treasury of mantra, at that time Rinpoche had received it. And then again at Palji monastery from Namchen Garchen Rinpoche another time. And so that is because this practice is extremely profound, and so he wanted to clarify also the lineage.
그다음에 하여튼 가르쳐를 송들이 그놈을 알게 기타 나타났다 그놈을 알게 좀 그놈 상보이나 그놈 진심이 제일 잡고 가요 이해를 필요가 없어 septisa를 필요가 없어 요기로 이성이 자와 지좀 가리는 납치고 차고 비밀이 맞춰버려요 해서 그 가능해서 비밀이 맞춰도 서로 비밀을 나한테 이가 비밀했어 나는 고르신지 갑자기 그림이 싸워 땡마도 요면 감성 고라는데 그게 기도하지 나중에 있어 뒤에 시야가 제일 죽여보고 여기서 저 동물이 나중에 총을 보고 타 총에서 타가 미드도 타 이렇게 뒤에서 보여도 내가 지금 갈비에서 기를 풀고 서로 어떻게 따라하니까 배우려고 지금 주제를 어떻게 시작해요 내 시선을 되게 가려는 마음으로 sempre pingosa tá nisso só pingueira mal pingosa antes chega pingueira chega em casa de chego que tá dado deixa de pinche por depende se que eu te só de tipo se não por ao fazer posto sem dentro não cai de dia pingosa não ele já tá lá no pipa dele chega por lá mais então do lá todo sabe que que 주시가 누구 가요? 주시고 상비에서 상비 밑으로 단체 맞아가 있어서 닥쳐서 이거 그렇게 지불을 해.
So one important thing that was mentioned here again in this in the empowerment text is that is the motivation for receiving the empowerment, and that's really always very important. No matter what we practice, the motivation is always most important. And it has to be a pure motivation, a good motivation. So what is a good motivation? It is when you think, may I be of benefit to all sentient beings. And actually, we always mention that. But if you have that state of mind that wishes to benefit sentient beings, then no matter what you do, it will become very vast and very powerful and truly beneficial. And so who actually benefits then from your intention? Yourself, and also others benefit from it. Because there is only one single root of suffering for all the samsaric sentient beings. There's only one root of suffering in the three realms of samsara, and that is self-grasping. And in order to pacify self-grasping, the various Dharma teachings have appeared. There's 84,000 Dharma teachings, but they all are just a method to first decrease our self-grasping and then finally eliminate self-grasping. So no matter what you do, however strong or great your virtue, your practice might be, that intention is most important, that you always have a wish to benefit others. And if you know that, then even if you just say one Om Mani Padme Hum mantra, for example, it will be of true benefit. Whatever you do with an intention of that may that benefit means some way, then already with that motivation, whatever you do will become only maybe half beneficial, and the other half, on the other side, actually you are perpetuating self-grasping even more. So that is really very important, and actually we always mention that, so you've heard that before, and it's actually quite easy to understand. So if you really understand that, it can stay in your mind. So for some individuals, it really stays in their mind. And we have also mentioned before that this altruistic mind that wishes to benefit others, that is your best friend, and there is no greater friend than that. During the refuge vow, we have said your best friend is love and compassion. That is the Dharma. What we call the Dharma, the essence of the Dharma, is love and compassion. And if you only have that, if you only have love and compassion, even if you don't do anything else, actually that in itself is sufficient. So to develop that mind is really crucial.